Hey YouTube, this is Evan Magician 34. I know it's been a long time since I've been on and posting any real videos, so I decided to give you a little treat, show you I haven't been wasting all my time. Picked up this new awesome Morrigan mat, so yeah, thought I'd show that off. I'm going to throw quite a few decks at you this weekend. This one is mostly for fun, but it's based on some really good ideas. It should be able to do well at a locals. Definitely expand on this, make your own variations, but here's the deck. It's called Crystal Queen because it's based on Dragon Queen of Tragic Endings and Crystal Beasts, although much more based on this card. 3 Dragon Queen of Tragic Endings. If you don't know what it does, look it up on Yu-Gi-Oh! Wiki. Get used to it. It's a very good resource. Alright. 3 copies of Sapphire Pegasus. Feeds the queen continuous spells, and more importantly, kind of thins your deck out, gives you good beat sticks, stuff like that, yada 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 yada. Speaking of good beat sticks that fit the theme, Topaz Tiger. And there are also 3 copies of Amethyst Cat. It's good for a little extra damage, but more importantly, it's in here because of Rescue Cat, which can quickly, once again, thin your deck, power up theoretically Pot of Avarice. More importantly, just get that Dragon Queen going. Summoner Monk, of course, goes well with the cat. Another thing that goes well with that, 3 copies of X-Saber Arabellum. Remember that when you sink, your Crystal Beasts won't go to your spell trap zone, of course. But also, this deck's good at combat. So this guy's actually a good summon just for making your opponent discard. This deck does have an underlying hand control theme because of Dragon Queen. So Arabellum just fits that beautifully. And a good 4-star tuner, always nice for Summoner Monk, especially in a deck with 17, count them, 17 spells. Mist Valley Soldier. He's also a good set in a tight spot, and he's not a bad, just regular summon and attack guy. Also, 2 copies of Caius the Shadowmark. Good removal, because this deck does need a little point removal for a couple of problematic cards. There aren't a lot of things that you need the Caius especially, but still, good to have him around as a backup. Don't play him too carelessly. Also, 1 copy of Plague Spreader. Your Dragon Queen can come back and, again and again and again once she's been properly summoned. So she's great to sync with the Plague Spreader for 8. So just food for thought there. That's why Plague Spreader made the cut. He was my 2-star tuner of choice. And a continuous spell that gives this deck a lot of firepower. Know your meta in order to abuse this card. 3 copies of Prohibition. This is going to give you a real edge. Obviously, you still want to go first, even though going second sometimes might let you see what your opponent's got, but there are general cards you can hit with Prohibition, and also no law says you have to play it out of your first hand on your first turn. You can wait until you see what your opponent's got, so don't overexpose. Also, another card that Dragon Queen really likes, it's like it's made for her, Burden of the Mighty. Awesome card, and the CBs like it because it allows them to actually win most of their fights. So, excellent card for this deck. Giant Trunade, I run it over Storm, mostly to re-abuse all your continuous spells. Your Crystal Beasts can be resummoned and attack again in case they got killed in combat or something like that. And also it allows you to pick up Prohibition, replay it, and name a different card. So, lots of uses on that one. MST, you do like destroying spells and traps in this deck, actually. Just not your own. You do run 3 copies of rare value. Don't be afraid to pitch away those CBs in order to draw cards. Do not be afraid to. Those 2 cards are going to help you a lot more in the long run. Just 1 copy of Pot of Avarice, but crucial card. 3 copies of Book of Moon. Stops so much stuff, prevents sinking, allows virtually every monster in your deck to kill stuff once it gets booked. Yeah, so very important card there. And sometimes it's okay to book your own stuff, like Dragon Queen. If she's about to get bottomless, you can book her, it'll save her, and she's got 2600 defense, so that's good. But another great way to answer bottomless, and a slew of other problems like that, My Body's a Shield. About the only thing it doesn't stop is Deep Prison. So, very good card, and it plays from the hand quickly, so you don't have to have it set in order to be able to use it. Only 3 traps, Torrential Tributes. Obviously, your Crystal Beasts like it. Maintains your control, you can just summon another 4-star and keep pounding them. And then 2 bottomless to get rid of their big nasty threats. Okay, this is a 41 card build to keep in mind. So those of you at home who are counting and keeping track of that, that's, yeah, your attention is on the wrong area. Anyway, We've got 2 Stardust Dragon. He's just the 8-star of choice for this format, like virtually everyone he's been in for the most part. Red Dragon Arcfiend, Colossal Fighter, Thought Ruler Arcfiend, Black Rose Dragon, Psychic Life Transfer, still your 7-star beat stick for the most part. X-Saber Urbellum, more hand destruction though, although they probably won't ever have that many cards. But anyway. Arcanite, because after all, you do have the Summoner Monk to go use with that. Goyo Guardian. Bryonac, Dragon of the Ice Barrier. Gaia Knight, still your 6-star, other than Goyo, that you can quick and easy get to kill Stardust. Flamvel Rokizas, especially likes Burden, where your opponent's going to start setting a lot of stuff. This guy's worth considering. Of course, usually Goyo's going to be your pick for that situation, but, you know, this guy's a good second under those conditions. Magical Android, and of course, last but certainly not least, is Ally of Justice Catastor. Alright, there's the deck, and remember, this is mostly just a fire starter for you. Come up with your own cool variations of this, but this deck certainly plays very well straight the way it is. And until next time, rate, comment, subscribe, and enjoy.